Today's ride on March 15th, 2015, dedicated to Anna Frank, who died about 70 years ago. She died in Bergen-Belsen, so she gets today's dedication. There I am, kind of. Gorgeous area here, starting from Latroon. In the foreground are the beautiful olive trees of Latroon. The background is the village of Neviativ. Climb that hill in a second. And this really nice mountain biking trail, or hiking trail, who knows what kind of trail. Getting nice and wet by the early morning dew, and soon we'll be away from any traffic noises. This is one of my favorite valleys on this trek that I take. This whole area here, this large field, it used to be citrus and I guess some other farm-like crops. It's all become now vineyard, large vineyard. You can see everything kind of starting to come into bloom as well too. Little blooms on the grapes. I kind of liked it more when it was a beautiful agricultural field with the citrus trees. And obviously, my ugly mug is beginning to get some good sweat from the morning climbs. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is a good Sunday. If you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of bees. And Lord knows, I hate the sound of bees. So I'm going to zip up my coat or my riding shirt really tight because I hate bees getting into my shirt. Wish they do sometimes. Up in the Jerusalem Hills, short little break, really pretty up here, a lot of flowers and bees. Alright, this is take two because take one got messed up. Here we are again, top of the Jerusalem Hills after a pretty decent long climb. We're going to go in the flats right now, and I'm going to try to do some riding with this without falling, which is always a thrill for me to do. I should have a GoPro, but I don't. Let's keep going. Okay. There's the sound to click in. So here we are. We got the pine cones here. And this is more or less a fire road. In the Jerusalem Hills, there's a valley down here. And in there is something called Nachal Kisalon. It's one of my favorite rides. I've done it for years. Pretty much limestone rocks in this area here. It's a coniferous forest. Dried out, not certainly like what you see in Vermont. Much more like what you might see out west. The trees, the smaller pine trees certainly, though, than the ponderosa pines you get in Arizona. But you see a lot of new blooming here. This tree here is also blooming. What is that tree? It's pretty cool. The road's still wet, and actually, you see all the mud over here. Actually, they say there's supposed to be 3 days of rain coming up. Here's the valley down here. And I haven't seen anyone today on these trails. Not a person. I've seen 2 fox, though, already. They keep crossing the road because I guess they are pretty happy. Today's Sunday, and on a Sunday, most people work, but because I teach at the American school, we do not work Sundays. However, I work Fridays. So that's the trade-off. But you get these nice quiet rides like this as a result when you come up and do the hills. You get away from road racing or road biking and all that crazy stuff. A lot of new grass coming up here. Really gorgeous day. And I think around the corner I start climbing again, and I like to go fast in the hills. So I'm going to sign off right here. After I stop, of course. Look at the last view of the forest here. It's really pretty and quiet. Well, this is the last hill coming out really of the Jerusalem Hills for me. Been doing a wonderful blazing downhill right now. I have this great valley in front of me, some gorgeous cliffs. And a lot of quiet. Okay, so I've come out of the forest, and I'm kind of at the very, very beginning of it. And since today was the day in which I was dedicating to Anna Frank, my ride, I ended up here at what they call the Martyrs Forest. And here's the memorial that is at the beginning of it. Big stone memorial. And this actually is the road that leads up into the hills. It's a really great place to come and picnic. A little crazy on Saturdays, but nice and quiet and relaxing and contemplative on Sundays. It was a great ride. Got about 45 minutes to get back to Latroon. Enjoyed myself today.